A recent image of Nick Diaz appearing in a hammock at what some speculate is a Mexican rehab facility, aligning with recent claims from a girlfriend about an alleged forced confinement following drug-related issues. Diaz was supposed to fight a couple times last year against Vicente Luque, but it didn't happen. In August, he was supposed to fight him, but travel issues prevented him from doing so, and in December, other issues prevented him from doing so. He hasn't fought since 2021 when he lost to Robbie Lawler. Brad Katona no longer on the UFC roster. Again, this is his second stint with the UFC. He won tough, made it to the UFC. Won tough again, made it to the UFC, but removed from the roster both times. His last fight was a loss to Beksat Almahan last month, lost in 64 seconds by knockout. Prior to that, he had a great fight with Jean Matsumoto. And in his second stint with the UFC, he had 2 wins and 3 losses in 5 fights. Nico Price taking on Jacoby Smith on the 28th of this month at UFC 317. Jacoby Smith, a minus 1,600 favorite, huge favorite. He's 10-0, 8 of 10 wins by KO, coming off a first-round knockout in his UFC debut over Preston Parsons. Nico Price coming off a loss to Temba Garimbo in his last fight. Bobby Green's going to be taking on Diego Ferreira in a lightweight contest, UFC 319, August 16, Chicago, Illinois. Green is coming off a loss via KO to Mauricio Rufy, and Grant Dawson beat Diego Ferreira by decision in his last fight. Chris Duncan versus Mateusz Rebecki set for UFC Vegas 108, August 2nd at the UFC Apex. Chris Duncan's coming off a win over Jordan Vucenic. Back-to-back Gilly wins for Duncan. Rebecki's coming off a decision win in that war against Miktabek Oralbai. Yeah, this should be a good fight. Also add to that fight night card at the UFC Apex on August 2nd is Austin Dashi versus Francis Marshall. Bashi was undefeated until his UFC debut in his last fight against Christian Rodriguez, but no shame there. That's just what Christian Rodriguez does, beats undefeated prospects. And Francis Marshall is coming off a split decision loss to Myron Santos. However, most people thought that Francis Marshall should have won that fight. Rodolfo Bellato, most people thought was faking being knocked out by Paul Craig, but he defends himself saying, at that moment when I was on the ground, I was inside his guard. Your body isn't expecting a blow like that. You're not expecting a kick to the face. Just watch my fights. I can take so much of a beating. So when I took that kick, I tried to complain to the ref and my whole body started to tingle. I tried to complain, then started to black out. My whole body started to tingle. I looked at the ceiling and everything was spinning. I started to black out. I don't know. I only know because I saw the video. At the time, I don't remember anything. I just woke up and saw someone saying, come on, stop, please. The fight is over. I said, what do you mean? Did he submit me with a triangle? Because the last thing I remember, I was inside of his guard. I thought I'd been caught in a triangle choke and passed out. People saying I'm faking it, gaining weight, cutting weight after 20-something days of a fight, pulling out because of herpes, then coming back. You think I would fake it? Having to cut weight again, another trip, being away from my son who's 9 months old. Do you really think I'm going to go there and fake something? It doesn't make any sense. I know my character. I would never fake something. I never try and take advantage of that. After all, I was winning the fight. Some improvement in Ben Askren's medical condition. All the prayers and medical support Ben Askren has been receiving is working. He's able to open his eyes and squeeze hands, showing some responsiveness. He's still expected to need a lung transplant, but some of his levels are improving, and he's fighting like a champ. Keep praying for Ben Askren. UFC heads to Azerbaijan for the first time in its history on Saturday. Dana White says his goal will be complete when he goes to every single country in the world, bringing the UFC there. I don't think they actually want to bring the UFC to every single country in the world, but he says that would be his final goal.
I would say that the goal that I still have is to continue to take the UFC to places where it's never been, bring the live event there. You know, we still haven't been to Spain. It's crazy that we haven't been to Spain yet.
Oh, wow.
Got to get to Spain and many other places. I will have achieved my goal when the UFC has literally had a live event in every country all over the world.
Alex Pereira favors Khalil Roundtree to beat Jamal Hill. He says, I think they're both great fighters and well-rounded. I fought them both so I can say something more accurate. Both dangerous, but I think my fight against Khalil shows that he has some advantage against Jamal. Custom shorts for Khalil Roundtree this weekend against Jamal Hill. Kind of like a Thai theme for all the Muay Thai training he's done in Thailand.
I need the best RICO Act lawyer in the country. I'm up against organized crime. The courts, the judges, the police chief, the politicians, CPS, and whatever else is involved. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for a good time. But getting mugged here, everywhere I look, another punch or kick gets thrown. So if he's out there or if she's out there, please contact me, BJ Penn. It's time to go after some organized crime.
October may be the month that JDM and Makhachev fight. For Volkanovski, who's fought Makhachev and trained with JDM, he feels that the takedown D of JDM will be a crucial key in that fight.
I think Jack's fight against Balau was a perfect fight for leading into that. Just purely, you take a lot out of stop and takedowns. Because, again, there's every fighter still going to have little doubts that are going to creep in. I'm sure Jack was going through that, being like, all right, worried about, what if he takes me down and all that. But the fact that he was able to stop it and feel so comfortable, I guarantee you he's leveled up again. His confidence in his takedowns has just went up significantly leading into this fight. I think his confidence is going to be at a whole nother level. So through camp, I guarantee you if he's back in training right now, people trying to take him down are going to find it almost impossible. Only the top guys are going to have a chance of taking him down, and they're going to have a very hard time even holding him down.
Gadzi Rabadana fighting Kevin Lee on Friday. Lee's PFL debut. Lee is always fighting tough guys.
Some big fights in my career, but this is hands down the biggest fight of my life. I'm going against a Russian who looks like an unstoppable object right now.
You have to kill me.
I think I'm more technical. I think I'm bigger. I think I'm stronger. I think I'm faster. We're going to find out on June 20th.